Welcome to Vedic Counselor, where ancient Vedic wisdom meets modern scientific insight.
Hello and welcome. Today we are going to crack open a topic that might seriously change the way you look at the fruit aisle. We are going to uncover the hidden spiritual power in something you probably see all the time, the humble coconut. So, let's just dive right in. What if a common fruit, something that might be sitting in your kitchen right now, actually held a sacred power to change your life? It's a fascinating idea, right? But according to ancient Vedic traditions, this isn't just some hypothetical question. It's a foundational belief.
You see, in Vedic culture, a coconut isn't just a coconut. It has a sacred name, Shrifal, and that name tells you everything you need to know. Shri refers to the goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, and Fal just means fruit, so it literally translates to the fruit of goddess Lakshmi. That gives you a sense of just how important this thing is. So to really get how these remedies work, we first have to understand the deep cosmic symbolism that's packed into this one little fruit. So let's unpack it piece by piece.
First up, you've got that hard outer shell. This is pretty straightforward, right? It's tough, it's a natural protector. Well, in a spiritual sense, that's exactly what it represents. Divine protection, kind of like a shield against negative forces and bad energy.
Then, once you get past that protective layer, you find the sweet water inside. This symbolizes the continuous, sweet flow of blessings, of grace and abundance pouring into your life. It's like a hidden reservoir of divine goodness. And then, of course, you have the pure white kernel, the actual flesh of the coconut. This represents sattva, which is a really important concept. It basically means purity of mind, purity of intention, and purity of spirit. It's the very essence of clarity and goodness.
But believe it or not, the coconut's power is set to go even deeper than just symbolism. It's also astrologically tied to some major planets, and each one governs a different part of our lives. It's linked to the moon for mental peace, to Jupiter for wisdom and prosperity, and even to Venus for love, luxury, and harmony in marriage.
Okay, so we've covered the why, the deep symbolism, and the astrological connections. Now let's get into the what. What specific life challenges can the Shrifal, the sacred coconut, actually help with according to these traditions? And honestly, the range of uses is pretty remarkable. We're talking about everything from attracting wealth and success to just blasting through obstacles. It's used for protection from the evil eye, fixing bad energy in your home, resolving ancestral issues, and even improving your relationships and health. It's like a complete spiritual toolkit. All right, let's start with a big one, prosperity. We're now jumping into our first category of practical remedies, the ones that focus on bringing in abundance and clearing out whatever's blocking your path to success. So let me ask you this. Are you looking to attract not just a little bit of extra cash, but real, permanent wealth? That continuous flow of prosperity? Well, there's a specific remedy for exactly that. Okay, here's what you do. You get a whole green coconut and you place it in your cash box, your locker, or your home temple. Super important, make sure the eyes of the coconut are facing up. Then, every Friday, you give it a little wash with milk and some sacred water, like ganjal, and you offer it cloves and sugar candy. The idea here is to keep Goddess Lakshmi's blessings flowing continuously, so you never run dry. All right, how about another really common problem? Do you ever feel like you're facing just constant, frustrating roadblocks and delays in your work or your projects? Like you're pushing against a wall and getting nowhere? For this one, on a Tuesday or a Saturday, you take a fresh coconut and you offer it to Lord Ganesha or Hanuman. They're basically the gods of obstacle removal. You chant the Ganesha mantra, then you break the coconut, and, this part is key, you distribute the pieces as a blessed offering or prasad. You're essentially taking that obstacle, breaking it apart, and turning it into a blessing that you can share with others. Now, beyond money and success, the sacred coconut is also this incredible tool for protection and harmony. So this next set of remedies is all about safeguarding your personal energy, your home, and your most important relationships. Okay, this is a big one for so many cultures. Do you ever worry about negative energy, bad vibes, or what's often called the evil eye affecting you or your family? The whole point of this remedy is to get that negative energy away from you. So you take a fresh coconut and you circle it around the person's body 7 times. Then, and this is crucial, you go outside the house and you break it forcefully. You throw the pieces away at a crossroads or into a river and you walk away without looking back. It's meant to be a super powerful and fast-acting way to clear that negativity out.
And what about our closest relationships? Are you maybe looking to bring a little more sweetness, a little more understanding and harmony into your marriage?
This one is a really beautiful, simple ritual. Every Friday, a husband and wife break a coconut together. They drink the water together, and then they offer the broken pieces to goddess Parvati. And remember, Friday is the day of Venus, the planet of love. So this is believed to smooth over any relationship issues and just bring in more sweetness and happiness.
Okay, so we've covered some pretty powerful remedies, but to make sure they're actually effective, there are some important guidelines you've got to follow. Think of these as the essential rules of the road for this kind of spiritual work.
First, always use a fresh coconut that still has water inside. The dry ones just don't have the same energy. And you have to do this with full faith and a pure mind. Your intention is literally everything. Here's a big one. Never throw the used coconut pieces inside your home. Get them out. And for the best astrological timing, do these rituals during the waxing moon. Finally, for results that stick, consistency is everything. You got to keep it up for at least 21 to 43 days. I think this quote from our source material just sums it all up perfectly. Nariel is not just a fruit. It is a living symbol of divine blessings. It completely shifts your perspective, right? We're not just dealing with an object here, but a truly sacred vessel.
And that brings us to the end. It really leaves us with a fascinating question to think about. After seeing the incredible sacred potential hidden inside a simple coconut, it just makes you wonder, what other hidden potential is waiting to be unlocked in your world?
If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel Vedic Counselor. For personal astrology consultation, horoscope analysis, or Vastu consultation, you can contact us on WhatsApp 919219539215 or visit our website www.vediccounselor.com. Thank you for watching.